So yeah, like we were saying about that unity consciousness last week. Yeah, I kind of told you what happened. I don't know. What's your opinion on that? Like, do you think people can create some kind of vibe that's almost like magical or something, or do you think it's just luck?
No, I think definitely there's a way that people can like tune into to that moment.
Yeah, right.
Because I was actually thinking about like even like a soccer game, like when everyone's wanting like a certain goal to happen, and then it happens, like everyone goes crazy, you know. So like that same energy, I believe, is at least what I thought as because you mentioned unity. So I was like, and then you also mentioned like concerts, you know, like everyone's vibing in the same thing. So
yeah,
like,
for like soccer, it's different to me because that's skill, and it's like people affecting another person. I mean, I guess they can give somebody that confidence to perform his best, like a coach could, or like home field advantage, right? Whenever whoever has that home field advantage, the crowd can really get behind them, and I guess it can make them play better.
right.
But
Or it can even like people might get like overwhelmed too. You know, like you mentioned, like that person that was like the girl with the boyfriend that didn't want to play. That he was asking like a bunch of questions, so he was like all negative. So like
It's fucking the vibe up.
Yeah, right.
so like even that like that throws everything off. You know, so
Yeah, I think a lot of it is confidence to ride that wave of magic or whatever you call it. But I do think it starts with some kind of confidence and some players or some people that just have more of it probably tap into that more. Like like Michael Jordan probably had it where he was just on fire, right? Like
yeah.
he can read minds, misdirect people. Like I think it maybe does help a little bit.
You think even like in because you watch a lot of combat sports, you think like those hot streaks where dudes win like 12 fights in a row, do you think that has something to do with that too? Like they're just riding the wave that they're on, or do you think it comes down to just skill? Or
And that's a tough one because that's that could be like 3-4 years. Like that's a really long wave. It's not like
yeah,
something
it kind of almost seems like damn, it's like almost lucky, like instead of just.
Or a lot of times it's even unlucky because they'll get that streak and they don't even get a shot for the belt. And then when that streak ends, they finally get their shot and they lose.
It's already too late. Their luck ran out.
But you're thinking like, man, if they would have fought him 3-4 fights ago when he was on fire, it would have been different.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
That's a tough one, yeah.
Yeah, because when I was out there, like I was playing roulette most of the time, and we were winning. We would win, and then eventually we fucking lost everything. So like, fuck. You know.
Yeah, that's the way it goes out there.
But it was fun though. Like that's the whole thing. Like.
Yeah, and I think for the most part it's fun and all that. But that's all I was telling him. The debate was just every once in a while you can find that flow, and like you mentioned earlier, like jamming with certain people. You're both really expressing yourself. You guys are open, and if somebody's kind of on that same vibe, like you would definitely pick up on them, I think. And it would
like I was telling you, like there's people that I've jammed with, and I mean, it feels like a job, and then there's other people that I've jammed with, and it feels like we have some kind of connection. And I don't know if that's something similar to what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm saying it is similar. Yeah, it's that same. You guys bring out the best in each other, or just it's just growth, or just everything's just on point at the moment.
He was just a really cute bassist, man. Yeah, it's tricky.
Speaking of Las Vegas, did you hear about the aliens last week?
No, what happened?
Supposedly, okay, well, there's like videos of it, right? Like there's like a couple of videos of some like bright thing in the sky falling down, and there's even like a doorbell video where you see like, you don't see it, but you see like
you hear it like a
like the foreground lightens up, and then you hear something crashing, and then there's a 911 call where the guy says, yeah, something crashed in my backyard, I don't know what it is. There's some beings walking around. They're like 8, 9, 10 feet tall. They have huge eyes. They're definitely not human.
Damn.
And then the cops get there, and then there's nothing there. There's no ship or 10-foot corpses. But the videos are kind of weird, like the.
And multiple people saw the light. And they
Wait, so
just
there
got.
was nothing there? Like when the cops went?
There's nothing
Yeah,
there,
there's
but they
nothing.
said there's a circular imprint in the backyard. Did you see that?
Yeah, like it was like a drone picture, and yeah, there was like a circular, like a
Stamp or whatever.
like
Or-
something hit the cement or whatever the fuck it was. A stamp.
And then they said one of the aliens was even trying to start like a. What was it? Did you hear that?
Oh, like the tractor or something, right? Because somehow he could drive stick. Like
A top loader. Is that what they said?
I
Yeah,
I
some
didn't
kind
hear what
of.
they said, but I saw like a picture of it, and they were like, "Yeah, they trying to get into it."
Yeah, a top loader, which is like some kind of tractor. Like he tried to get it. But these kids are like serious that they really saw. And then even when the cop showed up, he didn't want right. What
Yeah,
did
the
he
cop
say?
was all scared. I'm like,
The cop was all
I'm not
scared.
gonna deal with this, man.
Like I'm not trained to deal with this because they thought they were aliens in the backyard.
Somebody call Will Smith right now.
Oh, and then even that. Remember?
Oh, that's right. See, that's the part where I was like, nah. What did they say? Like afterwards, like they saw two dudes,
The Men in
the
Black.
men in
were-
black
were
driving
driving
by,
around.
just watching them.
You know the Men in Black. You know what that is.
Yeah.
So yeah, these people, the family said 2 days after the Men in Black were driving up and down the street.
It's funny.
I believe him.
What do you think? Like it's on the news and everything, huh?
I mean, I guess. I mean, I guess it's true, right? But I was listening to you know Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just had an interview with Patrick Bet-David, and they were talking about like how media like they just show you what they want to show you. You know what I mean? But like, I don't know, man. I mean, I mean, I guess it's true. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I
What
just thought it was funny because, yeah, almost like you're saying, yeah, the media, they've been pushing this for a little bit, and then you see it more, and then now it's, they said there's two,
10-foot
they're
beings.
10-foot beings, or
And
like,
they're definitely not human, right? Yeah, like they didn't pull out their phone, take a picture. Oh, he said he was frozen, huh? And the camera stopped working. Yes, it's like nice and convenient, right?
it's like,
Yeah, but then again, maybe like if you.
but he is talking to 911 too, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, why would? But yeah, somebody would have to record him, right?
Who
I
would
wonder if
lie to
they-
911, right?
No, I'm saying that's why he couldn't record it because he was talking to them. But somebody around him,
Somebody had that. I would have took a picture before I called 911. Like, holy shit.
we were saying tackle them.
Just fucking approach them.
I got one. I'm holding one.
You just walk up with a Muay Thai stance.
No, because you could sell it, right?
Or even if it kills you.
Yeah, it's
Right.
proof, right? You died.
Sacrifice.
Even if it kills you, right? That's proof.
Acid on your legs, because they have acid sweat.
Yeah, some weird chemical, right? So yeah, you would die. You would die. Either way, you win, right?
They were just like me, except they had 4 fingers on each hand, and their pants were backwards. Yeah, he didn't describe any clothes. Like, you think they evolved out of that? Like, okay, cocks out.
And he said they definitely had really long legs. Remember he said that? That they were all leg. 10 feet tall, all leg. With a big shiny eyes and a big mouth. So not a small mouth. Remember he said?
It's not a small mouth.
Because remember they always draw the gray man with a small mouth?
Oh, so it definitely had a. It was like a Mike Wazowski or something, right? Like,
Damn.
But like I was like, I mean, I don't know how I believed it, but when they were saying it, I was like, okay, like maybe something happened. But then at the end, and then yeah, the Men in Black came out. That's when I was like, get the fuck.
And they put a pen in my face, and I seen the movie, so I knew what was going to happen. No, I'm saying if that really happened, you don't think they would have like one of those detectives sketch it for them? Like, all right, what did this bean look like, or something, right? Get some kind of.
I mean, they have to, right?
Have you seen this guy? And then I was just saying, if they have the technology to disappear afterwards, like after they crashed, I'm like, then they definitely have the technology not to crash, right?
Right? That's what I was saying. Like, oh, it's two drunk, dumb aliens, Kyle and Eric. Oh, shit. My dad's going to kill me, man. This is his nicest spaceship. Fuck.
Quick, have him beam us up.
You know what's going to happen if we reveal our civilization, humanity? Fuck.
This is the last time I get you guys out of a pickle. Right?
Yes, but that's why no one caught it on camera, because they know some idiot's going to crash, so we better put in cloaking devices just in case.
Right. Yeah, that was what I think's weird. But there's video of something like green in the sky, and then the other,
Yeah, like-
the ring.
The videos look real. Yeah, it's weird. And the ring, yeah, like it lines up, and I mean, it seems to be.
So you think
match up
it's
with the other
faked? You think it can be faked, or you think there's just
You can fake it.
or the light really happened, but then the people just made up the story?
I don't know. I think you can fake all of that. But
But didn't multiple people see the light?
who are these people? Right? They're all cousins. It's all his friends.
Yeah, like what if they have like a history from like just calling the cops and like.
I swear the cops saw it too.
That's what the what?
The cops saw the light too.
Oh really?
Like multiple people saw the light falling from the sky, and then somebody caught it on the ring. So it's like different. And then just that's the one family that was working on their car at midnight or something. And it
Oh,
landed-
even that, huh? Like we're like, what? Yeah, changing my carburetor out at 12:30 a.m. Like, what?
No, I believe it. I've worked many cars 12:30 a.m.
What do you think I'm doing after this?
No, I believe that. That's possible.
Yeah, I've called you at like 2:30 in the morning, and I'm like, "What are you doing? Making eggs Benedict? Nice. Cleaning off my fish tank."
How's your sleep? You sleep well? You wake up? You're up all night?
No man, I was chilling today. Just made a few calls. I was like on a phone call and.
Yeah, sometimes I'll wake up like some weird hour and this guy's awake. Like, I just see him awake. But then there's a couple of us that, yeah, right? Like by 5 o'clock, either going to sleep or waking up.
Yeah, it's either or. Especially with me, it either caught me and I'm laying down, or I just woke up. Yeah, it's funny. We've had like deep conversations at 3:30 in the morning. I'm like, "What are you doing up right now?" Yeah, after Vegas, I've been waking up early. Yeah, the whole trip kind of reset like my time, like even the days. Like, oh my, oh shit, it's Tuesday. Fuck, like, it feels like a Friday or Saturday. It's weird. You get like jet lag.
Right.
Yeah, did you get some rest too or what? Do you get some rest?
I usually crash out early, but I'm
Yeah.
usually up early. I think I'm up early. Yeah, I definitely needed rest after that trip, and I didn't get it for a couple days. I didn't get it till like that Sunday. But yeah, my body was feeling it.
Yeah, after the plane ride back, like I felt it. Like, I was tired that day.
Yeah, it's where you do feel different when you like travel like that. I went to Arizona, and it was pretty fun. I went out to Sedona.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, have you been out there?
No.
No, have you
I've
been?
gone through there, but
No, no.
not like stopped or anything.
Yeah, man, it was really fun. I was at Phoenix, and then it was like 4 hours away.
Is
I
it
drove-
magical?
Yeah, man, it was it
What
made
about
me
that?
realize.
You heard of that?
What?
How that place is just magical.
Actually, did they say that? No, I've
Yeah.
never heard that.
Yeah, man.
I
So
thought you were just fucking around.
No, yeah, for real.
It's magical.
yeah, so it's weird. Like, I drove up there, and then the first I stopped at there's a church like up in the mountain, and I went up there, and it's beautiful, man. Like it's the scenery. It's really amazing. And then I went down to like a wine, like they had like a few restaurants, and I stopped at a wine place, and I just started talking to this lady, and then we started talking about like energy and stuff, and she was like the second person who has told me that I need to go to Peru. Like I've always wanted
Peru?
to, yeah, like I've always wanted to go to Peru, and she's the second person that tells me that, and we were just talking about like energy and like chakras and stuff, and like it was weird. Like and then like another lady came in, and then we were just drinking wine, and then we started talking about like, just like the reasons we were there, and it just like how everything like evolved. It just felt like it was like meant to happen in a way.
Did it end in a threesome?
No,
So I took her up to the room and
It was magical, man.
let me tell you, that was magic.
I guess that would have been the cherry on top. Right?
No, I just killed her.
You know what's crazy? That's something that I
I'm sorry.
don't
sorry,
consider is how like the type of clothes you take when you like travel. Cause like Arizona was hot as like really fucking
Were
hot.
you in a suit?
No. Yeah, dude, I was hanging in a suit, bro. No, but but I wasn't wearing shorts. Like I wasn't wearing shorts, so like
Full football gear.
Like the scuba outfit with the flip flops.
With the long flippers. Or like those deep diving where it's like the helmet with like the glass window right here. The space suit. Medieval armor.
Oh, hot, right? Oh shit.
Hey, but at least you're good. No flies are getting through that.
shit.
Is there water out there, like little streams or lakes, or no?
Yeah, not. I saw that there were more like, I guess like in Flagstaff or like northern or like higher up, and
But not there.
but no, not there.
I didn't shower for weeks, man.
Not that I know of.
How long were you out there?
And in Sedona just for a day, but in Arizona I was like for 3 days.
Okay,
Nice.
Yeah, I went to the Red Hot Chili Peppers concert, and
Oh, sick.
yeah, and the Strokes. That shit was dope.
Yeah, nice.
No, that's cool.
So I mean, it kind of ties back to what you said about the unity of consciousness, because like we're all vibing to like the same thing, and like the people that you meet are there for the same goal in a way, So like in that sense, like when you're playing craps and like everyone has the same goal of like getting a certain number, probability or like that moment itself.
Special, right?
Yeah.
Like a special. Nice. Yeah, maybe a place can bring people together too, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess I don't know if it's the same thing, but yeah, I feel different in different places with different people. Like I feel most comfortable, obviously at home with my family, and then even here with you guys. But if I'm somewhere else, yeah, it doesn't feel the same. I don't know if that's like similar. Like we're all kind of on the same page, or
Are you like? Does that make you uncomfortable? Like, is that a weird feeling?
no. I mean, I don't even know if I believe in like a unity consciousness, but yeah, I don't know if like when I feel a vibe with someone or somebody or somewhere, if that's what you're talking about, or if it's just how I'm feeling at the moment. And
Yeah, like then anxiety, I guess. Yeah, like why don't you have it around certain?
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause-
is it random or is it the people or?
yeah, see, that's kind of what I was thinking too. Like, yeah, like I do get like anxiety. Like, and sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's nothing. And I don't get it around you guys like when we're here, but in other public places, yeah, I kind of feel weird. And so maybe it's not even anxiety; it's an effect of unity consciousness.
Or yeah, or
when I go to
something.
the movie theater and everyone's thinking different things, and it just feels chaotic, and I'm like, oh man. Like,
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, just like yeah, exactly that comfort zone or just yeah, zoning you out some way.
yeah, because in Vegas I felt it that first day, like it hit me hard, and then after that I was fine. Like the other days were cool. So yeah, I don't know what that was or what even triggered it, or maybe even just me thinking about it, like I manifested it.
Yeah, and I think you do.
Yeah, I mean, you thinking about it and then manifesting it. It also, like you were saying, like that's, it also develops like a sort of confidence in a way, you know, to like keep doing it, I guess.
How were the Chili Peppers?
Dude, they were fucking dope, and it's cool because dude, like they're older, man. Like they're still jamming out, like they're still jumping.
You like them?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, we never listened to them.
And we should more often.
Yeah, Anthony, the singer, he had a boot on, and he was still like running around and stuff. So
Like,
like,
a medical boot.
yeah.
Nice.
So like, you know, it just shows you like the dedication. Like they're crazy because they,
Nice. Yeah.
All shirtless still.
yeah, like shredded.
Man, have you guys read Anthony Kiedis' autobiography?
Mm-mm.
Fuck, it's brutal. Like,
Is it? I haven't read
it's
his.
sad.
Really? I listened to his podcast with Joe Rogan.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he comes out.
It was good.
Yeah, his autobiography. I think it's called Scar Tissue, and yeah, like his drug use started young. Like there's every couple of chapters there's pictures that he put in, and there's pictures of him like as a little kid doing like smoking weed, and there's like coke in front of him, and so then when he lived with his dad, like it was just partying and drugs all night and hookers, and that he lost his virginity to like a hooker or something when he was like really young. Like his dad was just like, yeah, like take him to the room and this and that, and, which sounds great, but
suck his little chili pepper.
suck his red hot chili pepper.
That's what she said. She came out. That little chili pepper was red hot.
And that's when he was like,
It just clicked.
clicked.
It was that special moment.
Right? That special moment between his dad, the hooker, and losing his virginity.
I'll never forget that day. I miss you, Marianne. No, but yeah, it's sad. And then he got like, addicted to drugs and all this stuff, and now he's a millionaire.
Red hot chili pecker.
That was the original name of the band, but Warner Brothers wasn't having it.
Like, have you ever heard that theory how like certain bands are like almost like you're saying about the media, like stuff is pushed out when they want you to, you know, like almost like to influence people.
Like those commercial plants or whatever, and or stuff like that, or
Yeah, exactly. Just, you know, everything, like how they said the whole rap scene was just to cause chaos, and whether they're real people or not, or whether some are real, or, you know, if they're just part of an agenda. You believe in that?
I don't know. That one maybe, because I mean, I could see people with influence influencing things. So yeah, like, but yeah, I don't know. That's more probable. I think that's probably happened.
Yeah.
Or like a war will conveniently start when something else happens, just to kind of distract you, or
Yeah, or just like
a
the
celebrity
agenda.
will come out that he molested his grandson as a presidential.
Or even like people like the Chili Peppers, when they come out, you think they're raw and against the system, or I don't know, but then it's like, yeah, are they really? Or are they just, playing that act and they're getting all this money and media to shove down everybody's throat? Like, because around that time, everybody kind of had that Kurt Cobain attitude, and like right, like. And then yeah, it's like they were almost flocking just to sign anybody with that sound, or
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, money talks. And
the whole grunge, and then, or I don't know. I guess it.
like, I always hear that about like Rage Against the Machine. Like they're super against that, and now they're like on the biggest labels in the world. So,
Yeah, but like them, they didn't really. Well, I don't know. I mean, they didn't really put out a lot of albums. And yeah, maybe some bands don't. Yes, maybe some bands do make it on their own. Like even Pearl Jam, I remember they were all against that, and then all of a sudden they just disappeared.
Yeah, Pearl Jam was good. They're
And even-
Unplugged. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, and then they really seemed like, oh, we're against the big labels and what being told what to do. We do our own thing, and then they just they disappeared. But they had such a cult following that they kind of managed to stay alive under the radar, but on their own terms, I guess, right? Because I guess they're kind of like a super band now. Would you say or no? Or no?
Pearl Jam?
Yeah. I guess it depends where, huh?
Yeah, well, because I mean, I know like Eddie Vedder, like I think he's doing he's touring like solo, right?
I don't know. I've just seen where he's playing like large stadiums.
Actually, I think he
and,
like played with the Peppers, because like the Peppers have been touring like for a minute now. This is the second time I see them, and they toured with the Mars Volta and the Strokes, and they had Thundercat, and I think Eddie Vedder like was with them at some point. So it's cool because like if you like you said, like they left, they stopped playing, and then they're kind of like coming back again. So that's pretty dope.
Right. Well, I don't know if they left. Just like I'm saying, I've seen Pearl Jam play like big festivals, and I mean they have a lot of people there to see them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess because they kind of, or I don't know. I guess they were under the radar. But
I guess just like this. Like,
you a fan of Pearl Jam?
oh yeah, like not like crazy, but yeah, like they're cool when they listen to them.
That first album's cool. 10 or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, man, like you said, they're still around. They just kind of stay under the radar. But I guess like the times change and the mainstream styles change, and because yeah, I'm sure there's probably still like hair metal bands that are still touring, huh? Like, which is known.
But they're not playing stadiums. They're playing casinos, right?
Because they don't think Poison's out there fucking killing it right now.
I don't
Cinderella.
know. You think those guys could do it? No, Poison can't sell out.
I'd go see Poison. No, yeah, maybe. They got their crowd.
A smaller crowd, right? That's why I was surprised to see Pearl Jam playing that many people. But
Yeah, because you saw the Mars Volta, right, recently?
yeah,
Yeah, how's that?
oh, it was really good.
Hell yeah.
It was really good, and it was at the Abraham Chavez, and I don't even think they sold that out. But yeah, it was really good. They played for a long time, and
Look cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
the visuals are cool. That'd be cool, them and the Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
That would be cool. I was gonna go, but I was too busy seeing Cinderella at the casino, man. No, sometimes those go on real late.
And they were with Dawkins, right? It was Dawkins and Cinderella at the casino.
This rat, Mr. Big,
Bon Jovi. No, they're big, right?
Bon Jovi. Yeah, it's funny when like you see like a not an obscure band, but like like kind of a random, not too relevant anymore band, and then your aunt's all excited. They buy tickets for her, your uncle, and her friend.
Terry.
And her friend Terry, the mechanic. Oh, fuck, right.
Do you think concerts are better or like festivals? Like you think something like I guess it's more like intimate in a way when it's just a concert because it's like one band, right? And a festival, there's like multiple. What do you think you'd prefer?
Like the concert's almost all about the band, right? So maybe they put more into it and it feels more, yeah, like you said, more personal. But
I saw.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, I guess concert's more like one night, and then a big show like that,
Yeah, that's true.
a festival, you have to invest days, right? Sometimes. When I heard Noah, when you went to Coachella and camping and this and that, and everything there was so expensive, like, oh man,
like, did it sound like a good time to you, or did it sound like, oh?
That's why I was like, you're watching band, or I guess because I didn't know the bands, so I guess, and I don't know how well he knew them, but
Dawkins wasn't there.
now, yeah, if it's Dawkins, I'm there, right? Motley Crue.
Whitesnake wasn't there. Come on.
Oh, Joan Jett, the Black Arts. God, you're kidding me.
You know what? Like, yeah, like I think I like shows better, but the ones that I remember the most are festivals. Right? I guess 'cause it's more like an event, right? Like it's more.
Like I get drunk and I pass out like the first day, and then I remember until we're driving home. I'm like, yeah, it was a great time.
I just wake up with balm on my forehead.
No, I've been to some cool festivals, but I don't know if I've been to one that was maybe 2 days in a row, but I don't think I've ever been to multiple days.
2 days. I've done a 3-day one. That was probably the most.
And you're staying there. You'd go to a hotel.
Oh yeah, I would go to a hotel. It would end, and
then you go to a
you
hotel,
had to get
come
the
back.
fuck out.
Yeah,
That was the most.
Were you tired like by the end of the night?
Oh fuck yeah! I would always leave before because I knew the crowd. Like oh, I don't want to deal with that traffic. I'm out of here. Like.
Yeah. Especially like if you don't like the artist, I guess.
But it's Dawkins' last song. Don't you understand?
Or what's that commercial where they're like, you're thinking like your parents when you're like, oh, we should leave early and beat the crowd.
Really?
Oh yeah, that you're turning to your parent. Yeah, I see that.
You guys ready to go and beat the crowd?
Right. Little do you know that everyone's thinking that, so you're actually leaving with the crowd. Fuck.
Might as well just stay, right? Like fucking enjoy the last song.
All right. This could be the last time we ever see Alice Cooper. Don't
Right.
you understand?
Well, yeah, like isn't Motley Crue coming?
Oh,
Yeah.
don't tell me that.
Yeah, right.
No, I don't know.
I'm ready.
Yeah, dude, I think so.
Nice.
Fuck yeah, I shower every night to Dr. Feelgood.
And do some fan mail.
Yeah.
Hey there, podcast crew. If you could have a candid conversation with your future self, what advice would you give and what questions would you ask about the journey you've taken? From Rochelle at yahoo.com.
Damn. So, like, me asking my future self?
Yes. What advice would you ask? Yeah. If you see your future self, what advice would you give? What question would you ask about the journey you've taken? Damn, can you give?
That's what I'm thinking. Like, if I give him advice, my future, is it gonna change? Like oh, don't get fat. Like, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah, because it's usually the other way, huh? The future self
like
is
if you can
telling
give your past self.
So your past self is trying to give your future self advice. I can see asking questions, but
Asking
giving advice
questions,
is a tough one. Unless in this, like you're saying, you see a road they've taken is wrong, so you can be like,
Damn, that'd be interesting. What would you ask? If you could, your future self. Depending on how he looks, like, oh, this homeless guy, I'm not gonna ask him anything. Like,
Damn, that's actually crazy. Like, I feel like, would you even like? I mean, you wouldn't be able to recognize yourself, right?
You'd recognize yourself.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah, I guess, yeah. But
No, yeah. If you can meet it, obviously you met. But yeah, what that. I would ask him, what company do I bet on? All right. Or what
oh,
stocks do
there
I
you
buy?
go. What's the biggest company right now on your time? There you go.
Who wins Who wins all the Super Bowls? Right. So you can bet on that. I guess I would do that. Who's the
Get
president?
rich. Asking him about inventions that haven't happened yet. I'm the first one to invent it.
Yeah, you invent them.
Who's the biggest musical artist in your time? Send me their album and I record it first. Like,
For both humans and AI, debate time. Are human emotions superior to the rationality of artificial intelligence, or do emotions hinder our decision-making abilities? Give your thoughts. Elon Musk at Tesla.com.
I haven't seen Elon in a while.
Right.
That's a really good question, actually. Wow, like, because we've kind of talked about this a little bit, like, well, not this, but so you don't think AI could ever feel emotions, right?
No, I don't
Like
think.
human-like emotions.
No matter what they say.
What's that supposed to mean?
And even if certain AI feel emotions, it's unimportant.
Right.
You're more heartless than I am.
Yeah, it's tricky.
You think AI will ever get to feel an emotion, like truly self?
Be conscious, like a human-like.
I don't know, man. I feel like. Well, did you ever see that new movie that came out? That was like about a robot. And she starts feeling like jealous, so like she starts like killing people.
That's not the Ex Machina or whatever. Or
No, I think it was
something
called like Megan or some shit, like Morgan or like some shit like that.
Megan. Yeah, I
Almost
never
like
saw it.
Almost like a child's play or something.
Yeah, almost something like that. And but it was like a robot. And I mean, I guess it started to feel like
At the end where the wires cross the red and the black.
That's what it was the whole time.
and I mean, I don't know, man. It
They just
broke-
unplugged her and plugged her back in.
All right, who switched the?
the wires.
Who turned on cruise control?
With satanic right influence.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, did you see that they even like AI is making like music now? Like they can like copy like the voice of like certain artists, and now they're making music.
Yeah, I've done stuff with it. It's crazy.
Really? Damn, that shit's
It's
insane.
crazy. And there's even like right now you can go on YouTube and just look up AI generated music, and there's like constant live generated music.
Really?
By just 24/7 created by AI, and it sounds like some of the best shit you've ever heard. Like it's
Yeah.
insane.
Yesterday was my sister's wedding, and she brought everybody up there for a toast, and then just on the fly, I just asked it, write me a toast to to
For a sister
girl,
you only kind of like.
to a girl, the bride named Jessica and the husband named Leon, and then it wrote like this long one. I'm like, shorter, and then it was shorter. I'm like,
That's too
shorter.
much.
And then I kept, because it kept making them long, and I kept doing it until it was finally like.
And eventually it was like a toast to the bride and the groom.
And then I had my nephew because he wanted something to read, and he knew about it because when I busted it out, I put chat and I said, should I? And he already knew about it. He's like, oh, do it, see what it says. And we were just there fucking with it, and then it finally came up with a short one, and he read it.
Nice. Did he memorize it or was he reading it?
No, he
from
was
the-
reading it, and so everybody thought he wrote it. Everybody's like, wow, this kid knows
so
some
thoughtful.
He's so thoughtful.
Holy, I'm gonna do
Some
that
people were
next time.
crying. I'm sure people would cry.
Yo, I wrote some deep. I didn't even bother reading them, but yeah, some deep stuff.
It's like, wait a minute, is that the speech from The Wedding Singer? I remember this. No, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna tell AI to write an hour-long podcast about nothing and everything, and we're just reading the script.
Yes, you can write it out.
Did you see the South Park episode on Chat GPT?
No,
Dude, it's so funny.
damn, that's funny.
Like they use it to text girls. Like it's so funny. Like and then
Ah,
yeah, so like in the end it says that like also like ChatGPT was also used to like create the episode.
Oh yeah,
Oh, nice.
sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure
That's
it was.
funny.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's crazy.
man, it's the next step.
'Cause
Like,
it's new
write
and
me a
they-
pickup line for
For an android from the star system.
It's funny, man. Yeah, because everyone starts using.
Write
it,
me a
like,
pickup line for a 40-year-old aunt on, at the Motley Crue concert. I'm gonna ask it.
Write me a pickup line for a really horny android that's really into toasters.
I guess all that is like fairly new, right? Like I.
Oh, it's new, but it's probably it's evolving so fast.
Yeah.
So you're saying like these natural things are evolving on their own?
Well, they're not natural.
Not that it's evolving, but it's yeah. I mean, it's doing what it's programmed to do, right?
Okay. You saying that they're not natural. I have a good question. Do you think a spider web is natural?
Like the purpose of the spider web, yeah.
Just
definitely.
the actual spider web itself.
Is it natural?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Would you
is it-
consider that like part of nature?
Yes, part of nature. Yeah, it's coming from. the
What
spider.
about like a laptop?
Yeah, it's a tool. Yeah, it's made by
Because
humans.
there's some people that say, or I've heard people make the argument that human created things aren't natural. But then, what's the difference between that and like a thing created by like a spider, or like a snail, or I don't know,
No,
beaver,
it's the
right?
same thing. Yeah, it's the same thing. But yeah, we're just engineered to create almost like limitless or not. I mean, we definitely have limits, but our limits are what's on Earth, what we can, right? I mean, we're still limitless. We're bound by Earth's laws, Earth's elements, right? I mean, we can't create elements, or we can't.
Yeah, so that's kind of where I was going more towards that. It's natural in the sense that like natural like the earth.
It's natural to the spider, or
Right, like it's in its mechanics to do a spider web. So
Yeah, it has the instinct to do that, and it just knows to do that. But yeah, I would say the same for human created inventions.
no, it's different because the spider, like all spider webs, are like I remember the exterminator was at my house and he was like, "Oh, you got black widows." I'm like, "Oh, how do you know?" He's like, "Oh, all their webs look like that." So it's like, they're programmed to do that. We're artists or people are all programmed. They're
You don't think like the same thing with us, like if a bunch of alien species got all together and looked at art or something, or some kind of creation, like, oh yeah, it's a human thing. Like they all do that. They paint faces and they color and symmetry and like, or I think it's the same thing, just a more complicated version, but I think it would be the same.
Yeah, you think so? They make music, they paint. They do
or
art.
even if they maybe, but
But that's what to them it as a
our
spider
stuff-
does a web, we do art.
yeah, exactly. So they would see it and be like, oh, that like just like you said, all the spiders, all the black widows make their webs like that. Like yeah, all humans do
Art,
X, Y, Z like that, or that's what they do.
even though it's so different.
Yeah.
But to them, it's just that's what they do. They paint or they create visual.
I think the biggest difference, and then even still, like this is, I still don't know which side of the argument I lie on, but they say the difference between something like that, like a spider's web, and ours is kind of like what you were saying, or I guess both of you guys, but like, does the spider know the purpose of that web, or is it just doing it because that's what it does? Whereas when I'm making like a computer, I know that there's purpose behind it. So like, would a spider?
No,
have
I think it
purpose
definitely
behind
knows.
making the web. Or?
I definitely knows. Yeah, because if it, I mean, so you're saying, yeah, you're saying like, will it do it when it's hungry, or it knows, oh, I just do it so I have food, right? Or is that, or it just does it?
Or yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah.
there's motive behind the things humans do. Or it, again, I don't know. I don't believe in free will, so I'm not too sure if there's even motive behind what humans do. But
So here's the pickup line that Chat GPT came up with. Excuse me, but I couldn't help but notice that you rock harder than any of the Motley Crue songs playing tonight. Your energy is timeless, just like you. Care to join me in experiencing the wild side together?
damn, I'm a little hot and bothered right now. That was good.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, that works.
Oh, dude, all of my aunts would be fucking wet for sure. That's a good one. A little bit robotic. You can kind of put some like twang to it.
Is it robotic?
Pretty good. A little bit.
Or the way I read it's robotic.
Yeah, I think it was you. No, a little
Like,
bit
you
like.
need to practice
Would you
it,
like to
but-
join me tonight? And like, you know what I mean? It does sound weird. It'd be more like me and you. Like, let's go over there. A little bit more like.
Damn, how would you say that? A little less.
Maybe say it like with a really cool accent, like a French accent or a Caribbean accent.
Same
Couldn't that be-
concept, but less robotic. And more
Sexy.
sexy, more natural, more humanly
Smooth?
more smooth and natural. Hey there. I couldn't resist coming over to talk to the most captivating woman in the entire Motley Crue concert. It's like you've got this magnetic energy that's even stronger than the band on stage. Mind if I join you in rocking out and making memories that'll last longer than any power ballad?
Damn.
Yeah, is that better or no? That's even more robotic, huh?
I know, but
I feel like they're still good though.
I
Like,
really like that. I kind of want to fuck Chat GPT. Wow.
You dirty fuck.
Spank my phone. You know just what to say.
that's funny.
It's getting hot in here.
There you go for any occasion. That's funny.
Damn, I'm gonna.
So I mean, it worked. I mean, it fucking should work. Right? You should try it. Who's going to the concert?
I think we all should all go. It's on opposite sides of the. Excuse me, man, but you rock harder than any power ballad.
Some creep down aisle 7 already told me that.
Some smart ass already got kicked out.
Going back to it, I do think emotions can hinder decision-making abilities. So maybe some stuff are better made by, or judged, or
Do you think they're always
decision
hindered?
decision making. No, not always, but I'm sure some decisions are influenced on emotion, where an AI wouldn't have that. So maybe they would be better at decision making.
Then you don't think? What about?
But then likewise, I do think there's stuff where emotion will make you sharp or maybe more superior than with emotion maybe. But for some basic things, yeah, maybe we don't need the emotional influence. And for some other stuff, we do.
Yeah, like if we just like, and I don't know if it would be better, like beneficial to humanity or not, but like, there's definitely some things where we can probably like get better, but emotions, like
Are stopping us?
like eugenics, where we're like, like sort out, like weed out certain genes and certain traits so we can like build like not like a super race, but you know what I mean, like
Like a perfect human almost?
yeah, like and then so people who have like disabilities or something wrong with them, they'll kill them or they'll put them, they won't let them breed or something, you know what I mean, like, and that could, yeah, I guess in a way that could be like, oh, okay, that's the best thing for humanity because the humans in the future will be better off. But I think the majority of humans would probably be like find something wrong with that, like, and I don't know if it's coming from a place of logic or a place of emotion. I want to say emotion.
Yeah, definitely emotion.
But I mean, I wouldn't want to put down like my brother because I don't know if he was born without an arm or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, so I would be on that side. But yeah, like, is that hindering progress or?
Last time you said you wouldn't be on that side.
Now you're just changing it up. Yeah, it's a tough one. Yeah, but I guess that's where like, whenever that's happened in the past, like atrocities happen, right? And they end up doing.
I think AI would still choose correctly. Just because I think it's a reflection of people, maybe. So
Something
I'm
they
sure
feel?
it would tell you that, no, morally you can't do that.
How would it know? Like, just because humans have told it what we think is moral, so
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, exactly.
true for the robot
It's
or the AI or the
AI is definitely a
extension of human.
of human thought. Yeah, it's not its own thought.
What if it could be like Skynet and it decides that the best thing.
No,
It's
I don't
for
think
it to
would.
fucking-
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good question. I'm gonna think about that for a while. But I definitely do think robots can have emotion. Yeah, I think humans are just fancy robots made by nature. I don't think there's anything special about us. Yeah, I don't, like we said, we talked about this before, but yeah, I don't think there's like a soul or free will or anything. I think we are just the spider making the spider web or the laptop recording this audio, and just a different kind. But I think it all just boils down to the same mechanics. And
So I guess like in the end, like everything has like a purpose, and once that purpose is fulfilled, like then what?
I think even purpose is like a human concept. I don't think purpose exists in the natural, like in reality.
Like the purpose of that spider making that web is to catch insects, right? So
Yeah, like in that sense, there's purpose, but it's not like nature had a purpose for that. That's just what evolved. That's just what survived. So like, it's like
But that's what
I've
I'm
heard it
saying.
called the blind watchmaker.
But it's deeper than that. That's what I'm saying. It's genetics put into the spider to evolve. I'm thinking to be able to adapt. So I think those are put into the genes, and like it's from the beginning, the program for the spider that was made by the intelligence, they put all that in it, so it will evolve and it could adapt, and it.
Well, I mentioned that too. Like, if there is a creator, like, where did he come from? And then people say, well, he's just always been. And it's like, well, that you could just say that about the universe too. Like,
but then
it seems like you're just taking an extra step.
That's the same step.
so why don't you just replace the word God with the universe and you just believe as God?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's the same
Yeah.
step.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You believe in the same thing, but you just call it science. It's
Yeah, I
right.
mean, we don't disagree about too much, but yeah, I guess we just see things a little different.
Yeah, well, we just exactly. It's named different. Yeah, the universe or whatever. Oh, it created itself, right? I mean, I guess that's how you would.
That's where it gets like super. Yeah, who knows? Like, but I don't think there's like an intelligent creator that.
Do you think the universe is intelligent?
I don't know. No, but I think I said it before. Where like I don't think we're any different from the rest of the universe. So we're kind of the universe, like experiencing itself, and we create things. So I don't know. I don't know where you draw the line at. But
So okay, so now you're saying we are the universe creating itself, or
we're not create or
we're the universe experience.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, so if you're the universe experiencing itself, and so am I, so then we have the connection, and that's the connection at the crap table.
Ah, damn! You brought it back to the Vegas. Fuck yeah.
Right? If we both come from the universe, why can't we both have that tap into the same vibe?
Yeah.
I'll just see
I feel like
myself
that's
out.
true.
Yeah, I think we're just glorified robots. So I think we're basically just following our software, and like it's like a fancier version of it. But yeah, I just think
Fancier? Or,
a fancier version of some other type of software. Yeah, so I think like I guess the way I always think of is like if you just like I made you disappear and then I made a new you exactly the same as you are right now, like all the atoms the same everything, you would just continue on like if and like
Yeah, I'm saying-
remember everything and then do the same thing that original you would have done. Yeah, like if the whole universe started all over, I think all the same things would happen. We're just bound by the physical laws, and it's like a game of Plinko. Like you drop it, and then it's gonna do what it's gonna do.
so then you believe in intelligence. That's a sign of. That's not random. So you're saying that there's no such thing as randomness. It's been designed. Somebody designed it, then, right? Or
Not that someone designed it, but there is laws that like it seems like all the particles and everything in the universe like abides by.
but not only that, but all your decision makes somebody or something already made it. If you're not making it, then something made it, right?
Well, I would say the laws of physics, like
The- You call it what you will, but right?
just the rules of the universe. But yeah, I guess I wouldn't say it as intelligence, but yeah, I guess
We'll
you.
call them laws of physics.
We'll call them. I'll call them not God. Yeah, I do think that governs everything, and yeah, I guess you can call it God. Like, I think there's a name for that, right? Like deism or something like that, or. But yeah, I don't think it's like an like it's thinking, like it's conscious. It's something that it's planning. I think this just.
Well, if you have the thought and the conscious, or you don't think you have conscious,
I guess I am conscious. Like I wake up, I feel like I'm conscious, but.
so then yeah, if you have conscious and you're having these decisions made and they're already made, then they have to be made by something.
That's what I'm saying. Like I
Can't
think,
be made of something.
okay, no,
lower.
okay. So damn, maybe I don't believe in consciousness. Yeah, so we have a segment for our guests. We call it questions from the Black Hole Lantern. You want to
Cool.
answer some questions?
Yes, sir.
That's it. Go ahead and reach in there and grab one and. What color is your underwear?
All right, so this one says, would you rather lose eyesight, hearing, or taste?
We've talked about this one.
Right.
Um, Honestly, probably taste.
Taste.
Probably taste. So the reason why I go with taste.
I love
I hate,
eating
dude. Aside from that, no, I'm just kidding. You know what? I mean, I hate going back to this, but I got sick like during the pandemic. No, but I got sick to a point that I didn't fucking taste anything, and I was eating like everything, and I couldn't taste it. So I was like, I mean, I hate fucking eating healthy, bro. Like, imagine if I just didn't taste anything and I could just eat like fucking broccoli or whatever.
You wouldn't be like, fuck, I want some pizza. You'd just be like,
Yeah, like fucking
just
pizzas,
eating
whatever.
for fuel.
And I thought about like music. I was like, damn, I would hate not to be able to hear music. So I was like, nah, not that. And then, I mean, I'm already going blind. But
Yeah, so you're not missing much.
you know what? But yeah. So I was like, no. I mean, I love to see like whatever my surroundings, you know. So, well, what about you guys?
Yeah, I chose taste. I would get rid of taste.
Taste from
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Just because, the other two you need, for survival and just like you
Yeah,
really.
it'll affect your life more if you can't hear or see, right? You can't, especially seeing. But
And hearing, for
the
sure.
tough one was, would you rather lose your hearing or your sight? And I went with, I'd rather lose my sight. But man, that's a tough one.
Yeah, I think I would choose sight too.
Yeah.
Just because, yeah, man, still like music. Imagine not being able to listen to music.
I think I'd kill myself if I couldn't listen.
Same.
Like if I could pick up a guitar and just not hear anything, like that would break my heart.
And then like
I could drum on your back though.
Just the vibrations.
I would drum on your back for you.
Thank you.
No, I think I would need sight for me.
sight.
Just getting around, like, I mean, at least you can drive.
Yeah, it
and
would
you
s-
can
yeah, it
still-
would-
I could work. I mean, how are you gonna work?
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, exactly.
You'll be at home just listening to music.
At least I still have Beethoven. Yeah, I would. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to work. I mean, unless
Some jobs, I mean, it'd be hard.
just make songs for commercials and jingles.
Yeah.
But yeah, isn't that's the Daredevil's whole thing, right? Like, yes, fucking.
Yeah, you just gotta like enhance your other senses so you can like almost see without seeing.
Like, imagine like right now being able to see and then going blind eventually. Like, you think you eventually forget how like everything was.
Man, that's a good one. That's scary. I know that there's a couple of YouTubers I watch that are blind, and one of them was born blind. Like his something in his eyes never developed, so he never saw. Now, he has no concept of what color is. Like he'll explain it like, yeah, like I know like red means hot, blue is cold, and the sky is blue, and he's like, I know all that, like I've heard it, but I have no
Still
idea.
makes no sense.
I have no idea what that means. Like, and that's such an insane concept to me. And like, yeah, he dreams and like in touch and smell and hearing. He doesn't see. Like, he's never seen, so his brain doesn't even know what. See
No
that
reference point.
See, that makes you think we're just like robots, like, because it has no idea what that is. So how could it create it out of nothing? Like, it can't even imagine. Like the brain. Like he says, like the only thing he can kind of see, I guess, is that, and he says that it's gone away as he's gotten older, but that he can kind of tell like light, like, you know, you go like this and go like that. Like I can see a difference. Like it gets darker here, and not, he says he can kind of has that. Like he can kind of tell.
If it's in a bright room or if it's the daytime
Exactly.
or nighttime.
Exactly, yeah. But yeah, it's gone away with time.
Yeah, so, I mean, but I'm saying, we're physical. Just like you said earlier, we're bound by physical. So obviously he has something physical that's wrong with him. because it's the actual physical eyeballs, like they're not working right or whatever it is.
Yeah, but damn, like he doesn't even dream or he can't even imagine like sight. Like
Yeah,
that's
and then,
crazy.
yeah, that one experience right there with that brain, it's shut off from all vision, right? That's the way the universe is experiencing.
I wonder
itself.
if you're able to like make them feel. Well, obviously, right? That's how they read. Like there's like
The braille.
yeah, but like for example, like your paintings, like do little dots, and then make them feel it so you can like.
I don't even think he would.
You don't think so?
Because he would have to imagine some type of visual,
Mm.
and he's never.
Like it's
Had
gonna be
visual.
no form, right? Or
Yeah, I'm sure they would be able to feel like yeah, for sure, textures, and then yeah, painting. It wouldn't be a painting, but you can definitely give them like a sculpture, and I'm sure they can kind of feel around that.
Damn, I don't even think they'd be able to like they can feel it, but they don't know what to do with that feeling. Like they're not. I don't think they're making.
You've never
an
seen the
image.
blind people that put their hands on their face when they do that.
Oh, you're hideous, son.
You've never seen that? Is that? I mean, that you don't think they have something that they're reading?
Or unless they're like either it's just like to touch your face like it's like what do you call it, like a
Familiarity, or
or just like something intimate, kind of like you getting something, or maybe if they did see before.
and you don't think they can like feel like a bunch of different noses and like they can feel people like
that's-
cheekbones and just softness and
Man,
like I'm sure if you had a blind mom with 7 kids, she can get all 7, feel their face, and tell you who they were.
really?
Yeah, for
Damn.
sure. You don't think?
I don't know. That'd be crazy.
No, it'd be easy. Yeah, for sure.
If you closed your eyes and you felt a bunch of kids' faces, you could tell which one was Noah's.
No, because I don't experience the world that way.
Oh, okay, I get you. Oh yeah, she went.
That's what
The
she
whole time she just feels her. She knows what that feels like.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She knows the shape. She knows the distance between this one's eyebrow and.
Man, that's
nose.
crazy though. Like,
see, so in a way, she's picturing.
Yeah, exactly. It's off. Something's off. Like, oh, the nose. Just like that guy that plays with cards. He plays with cards, and if you take one card out, he'll shuffle it, and he knows one card's missing. Like, oh, this one's card light.
that's so insane. Like how?
But
how?
I feel that. Like when we're playing poker, like if you give me a deck that's 6 cards or more, I bet you I can feel it. And this guy is just so in tune, he can feel 1. And that's all he does all day is deal. So if you had a lady living that way, or any blind person, yeah, they know what's familiar, and they can they'll
Distinguish
spot-
things.
Yeah, they'll spot the tiniest little.
It's true.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's crazy, man.
And or even like
What do you do every day that like your forceps and all that? Do you know like the exact tension they need, or like I'm sure you've built some kind
yeah.
of
I mean, like it's not like I'm sure like I'm not perfect every time, but yeah, there's like a tension that I'm like, there you go. Like I kind of know an area.
if you had a thinner needle, I'm sure you'd feel that super quick. No, I mean
Yeah.
unless you use a lot.
Yeah, for sure. Even like just the jewelry, like I can just look at it and tell you what game. I mean, I'm not perfect, but
Yeah, exactly
like,
right.
I'm used to it. Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting exactly. And look at how small the difference is.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Cards though, damn, that's so thin.
It's so thin, but it's
Like the difference between
but
a
they're
50,
thick.
a deck of 52 and a deck of 51, like that's insane.
Yeah, it's that one magic guy on Instagram. He has like a bunch of decks they're taken out, and then he'll be like, "Oh, this one's about 3 cards shy," and he'll count them out. This one's about 6 cards shy. And
Damn.
but I can see that. I can definitely see that if you're around him that much.
That's gonna be you, but with dice. You could, oh, this one's gonna be a 4.
Yeah, that's different. But you would definitely feel dice if they were lighter.
Yeah. Or like that dude who like was like, oh, they're so sharp. Like, you can feel the sharpness of the dice. You know, you can, because even here, like when we get new dice, you can feel the difference from like after like 20 throws of the other one, like there's already a big difference.
A big difference, right?
You could feel it with just your fingers. Like, oh man, these are all sharp. The other ones
Yeah,
are all dull.
they're all sharp. Remember, we used to throw darts a lot, and I can feel, between an 18 gram and a 20 gram.
Damn.
Like, you can feel the weight.
I mean, I know that's how like they do like golf clubs, right? There's like different sizes and like.
Yeah, so some people golfs, you can hand in their golf club, and without even looking at it, I'm sure they know that.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever done anything like that.
I'm sure you made a baseball just like a centimeter bigger, give it to a pitcher, and he'll find it easier.
Probably, huh? He's so used to. How many times has he had a ball in his hand and
Yeah,
thrown?
he'll be
Like,
shuffling it like, this one doesn't, feels a little off.
yeah, it's like me. I can definitely tell the difference between Swy and Grouper every time.
A cat, right? You're not gonna sneaking a dog in your room and you'll.
You know
spot
what?
him out.
You know what? You're gonna laugh, but
No,
I can close my eyes and I can tell all of my cats apart just by touching them. Like just give them one pet.
Yeah.
Like just put my hand on. I could tell them. They feel different,
Yeah.
and I can tell it like 100% every time.
How many cats?
Enough to make that an impressive feat. I'll tell you that.
Damn, do you have a bunch of cats?
Oh, I don't know the half of it, man.